I always thought goat head stickers were a Southern California thing. But apparently, they have them here in Oregon too. And they're wicked little bastards. I've already stepped on a couple. I'd say they're definitely worse in Lake Isabella though. So it's Friday afternoon. They say we have 161 participants, so a lot of people must not be here yet. Apparently this whole field will be full if everybody who paid to show up actually shows up. And then there's more dry camping over there. We've got tents behind those trees, sites with power over there, staff camping over there. It's gonna be a big turnout. And here's where they're digging the gold. That cliff right there, they've got a big tractor scraping the dirt down into piles. And right there where the tip of my stick is, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of dark, but that's a darker color than the rest of it. It's not really showing up on camera very well. It's definitely not going to show up on wide angle, but that's where it looks like the good dirt's coming from, which makes sense. There's also a bit of a canyon right there, and so the water washes down this when it's raining and collects a bunch of stuff up right there, is what I'm assuming. But this stuff's been there for so many years. Who knows? And somebody needed a tow. I don't know how well you can see that. Hope it's not somebody from camp. Here come more people. There's more people by the minute. This is the morning shift, the first day. We got a pretty good turnout. Got a half dozen high bankers running here. Got dry washers over there. Got crews bringing the dirt down from up top. Got people over here panning everything out. Some of that good stuff there.
That shows you the size of it.
I like that. I like that color too. Hey, as long as we're seeing something, I'm happy. I had to bring my phone and get a quick video real quick. I went to go get a water, but then I thought, well, I better take a video while I can before I get back to work and get all wet. Oh, I had that on the wrong lens. That'll probably show up better that way. I don't want to get my phone wet, but this here's what we call a trommel. This thing here spins around and helps separate the dirt from the rocks before it drops into the sluice box. And with a system like this, you can load it in a lot faster. And we'll watch him here. He'll probably just dump that whole bucket right on in. Oh, I like that. I've got a place to set the bucket. And then it'll come through here. It'll separate on out. Drop the other stuff down below. Push the rocks out this way. And I'm going to turn this off and get to work. So here's a dry washer in action. What's that? Yeah, I'm just doing video showing people how they all work and stuff.
Oh, cool.
See, it's got the vibration there, and that helps all the heavy stuff settle to the bottom. I don't know how well you guys can tell how it's taken. This one over here is a little different. This one over here uses a bellows system like they used back in the days. In the old days, they'd have somebody on a foot crank or cranking it by hand. But of course, now they got to hook to a battery to run an electric motor. But it's the same principle. It pushes the air up, makes the heavy stuff settle, and the light stuff go off the top. Right. Okay, so here it's going now. You can see a bellows just like on a fireplace, just like stoking a fire, but instead of stoking a fire, it's pushing the air up into there. Very simple design, very neat machine.
Okay.
We were doing a show me a gold thing down there.
This is the afternoon brew.
That's the one we were working on, the trommel, yeah. Nice.
Big old chunky stuff. I like
This
that.
is afternoon.
Big old wire piece.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Nice.
There's a heart in there too. See the heart?
Looks like one right there too.
Mm-hmm. To have whether or not it's really well done. I think he's.
Spring shoes.
Hey, we need a $200 person who wants to get up here for some gold. Oh, and he was sweet that got more gold in there. Anybody want to come up and claim that other person's share then?
Got some.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. We're going to leave with 5? Can we pull one back out then and do something with it? Okay. Do you guys really think Garmin did? Now, let me ask you. I wasn't really there. Did he really work? That's what I want to know. From what I saw, the shirt doesn't look dirty to me. It looks the same to me. Hey, I went down there and everything was still, the thing wasn't put back together. It wasn't put back together. You know, I had to disconnect everything. So, did he really do what he was supposed to do? And run all that dirt and then clean up.
Roger, finishing cleaning out the machine, left the parts right there, and the next person puts it together. Or, hypothetically, like what happened to me is, tilt this way, pipe broken, water in
Did he break that pipe? Yeah, the last time I saw that machine, it was working good. I went down there when he started working, and it's spraying water all over. I want to know what he...
So this is after the outing. I took Sierra for a walk this morning. These guys come down and they're running this bigger trommel high banker setup. It's a little different than the one we worked on the other day. This one's got a belt drive instead of a chain drive, and it's a little bigger, so you can run a lot more dirt through it. Although, to be honest with you, we couldn't keep up with the medium-sized one we were using. And the sluice box is under there. And they got a second sluice set up over here, I guess. I think that's just to divert the water. I don't see any ripples in it. It might have rib matting, I'm not sure. This guy's catching the tailing pile rocks that come out the back end. See that spring there keeps that belt tight, like a tensioner. That's a lot better than the chain system, I think. Pretty nice. That's what I rode up the hill on. Look at that view. All these piles of rocks, those are tailings piles where people have been digging before. I didn't realize the claim came up this far, to be honest with you. These areas that are taped off, people have dug too far in. So they're creating a dangerous situation here. What happens is they dig too far in without taking off the stuff above it. Eventually that stuff above it, sorry, I thought we were on wide angle this whole time. That stuff above it will cave in on whoever's down there digging. So they got to rope this off until somebody corrects that. And if you look, they've got the same problem in a few of these holes. But that tells you they must have been getting something good if they were digging in there that hard.
Just getting down the road. Let's take a look here, see what we got.
Some more tailings piles on the other side. There's everybody digging down the river, freeway, railroad tracks. This isn't part of the actual outing. We're just getting together as a little group here, having some fun, swinging some shovels and picks.